Busy show today. Triple H will be here where we're going to ask him about his romantic relationship with China.
Man.
And why it ended.
Ask him a little bit.
I don't believe he ever did her.
I don't either.
But he claims it's real, and so does she.
Because, she was in here talking about being with him, and then I saw him. I was like, I don't believe that for a second.
I'm being rushed because Triple H is in a rush. He's got to get in here because he's got to leave. He's got a bunch of interviews to do. Triple H is a wrestler, but more importantly...
You mean he's in demand as an interviewer?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where's he going?
Regis.
Oh, he is?
And Regis wants everybody there by 8:30. Meanwhile, they don't get you on until 10 o'clock in the morning.
You're just sitting there.
There's the man, and a good-looking man.
Very good looking.
We got questions for you, Triple H. Sit down.
He looks smaller, though, than the last time we saw him.
Hey, don't say that. You'll bum him out.
No, I think...
Smaller?
Yeah. He's been out of commission, I think.
Robin said you look smaller. I go, you don't say that to a wrestler.
Smaller. I'm about 10 pounds heavier than I was when I left.
Really?
See?
Yeah.
You're going to make him cry.
Maybe you're just tighter.
It's this slimming outfit I'm
I
wearing.
guess so.
Triple H, you are a huge man, a big man. I never even understand how somebody gets this muscular. I swear to you, I work out hard. I'm in the gym all the time. I just get thinner and geekier looking. I don't understand how you get this big muscle.
It's just training. You got to train heavier and eat. Eating is the biggest thing. You got to. I mean, you just.
But why doesn't your
nonstop.
stomach? Why doesn't your stomach get fat from
Because
eating?
you're fueling the muscle, not
Really?
Yeah, not just sitting around getting fat.
Right.
Eat the right things.
Yeah, you got to eat the right stuff. I mean, I constantly all day long.
What are you eating? That's the right thing.
A lot of protein. I eat like 400 grams of protein, 500 grams of protein a day.
Whoa.
Like what do you eat? Like steamed chicken and
Chicken. I mean, but I don't. I'm not really. I'm lucky. I stay lean. I'm probably like you. You know what I mean? I stay lean naturally, so I can eat some crap in my diet, and it doesn't really matter to me. You know,
Really?
What I mean? So I can eat chicken, beef.
So as long as it's protein crap, you're okay.
Yeah.
any kind of protein crap.
Any kind of protein crap is good.
Really?
Yeah.
Protein
What
crap.
kind of crap you eat in the morning?
Bacon crap.
With the easiest crap. I'm usually tired.
Any kind of crap. All right, listen, we got to talk to you. Your story is amazing. First of all, Joni Lauer was in here, the woman
Right.
known as China.
Right.
And she swears to us that you were really banging her in real life, not just in the
That you had a real relationship.
Yeah,
And
we did.
I called her a liar. Your boyfriend was this guy Triple H, the wrestler, right?
Yes, he was.
In real life as well?
Yeah,
For
5
real?
years. Yes, many years.
It was not like a thing they did for wrestling.
No.
You guys were really serious about one another.
We were serious. Yes, I loved him very much. Yes.
All right. You guys would cuddle together at night?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I got to have pictures of that.
Cuddle.
Cuddling. Good Lord.
I like to cuddle.
I'm surprised you were so frank, Howard. You know.
I mean, honest to God, I don't get it.
Wait a minute, how did it all start?
Yeah, I mean, I thought she had a penis.
You saw her and you said, I gotta have her?
No, we were on the road together. The WWF, you're around each other all the time. It's we're on the
She
road.
the only girl there?
Yeah, I mean, like, are there no other girls?
Were you high on protein?
Believe me, in the WWF, when you're on the road, there's plenty of women around. You know
That's what I mean.
If
You guys
want
are like
yeah.
sex symbols.
Yeah, but it started out we were just working together and became good friends, and the relationship evolved from there. And we were together for a while.
She was your workout buddy.
All right, let me ask you something. You're banging Stephanie McMahon now, which is the coolest move you could make. She's worth billions.
Yeah, right.
She's Vince's daughter.
Sure.
As long as you keep her happy.
It's a hell of a cash upgrade.
And also, she's very feminine.
Right.
I mean, you would call her a feminine woman.
Right.
She's certainly not like Joni.
Right. Joni, it's like banging a guy almost. It's like, and I even said to her,
the voice, didn't that?
yeah, what about the voice? Were you like suspicious, like maybe she had been a man?
No, you know what? Especially when I first met her, she actually did get hit in the throat, which
Right.
in the ring she got hit with the clothesline in the throat, which did hurt her voice. But it really never nothing about that bothered me. I guess maybe because I was a lot of guys are intimidated by women with
Muscle
and things like that. And I've been in that since I was 14 in the bodybuilding circles and in wrestling. And
Really?
I mean, she's a large woman, but to me, she's not that big. I'm around 7 foot, 500-pound guys all the time. It's
See,
All right, but did you go 2 or 3 times a night with her or something? Or, was it wild sex?
these are the questions you usually
I
ask.
know,
What's with that?
yeah. See, what I don't get is like, okay, I could see like maybe
As a novelty.
A novelty, like bang her once or twice because she's freakishly big. You know what I mean? Like maybe getting into. But you had like a 5-year relationship with her.
Well, I was like 4 year, yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
And you live together.
And
Where's
you're
my
a guy.
engagement ring?
And you're a guy who can get laid.
Right.
I mean, I know that.
Right.
4 years.
Yeah, I mean, personality, and I mean,
Really?
Yeah, it's
Because I
just
talked to her. She ain't that interesting.
Never
she
found her
is.
that
She's
personable.
a very good person. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about her at all.
You
But
came.
was the sex I mean, you're too
Yeah.
muscular.
She's gotta
was
be-
she
I
throwing
just had
you
an orgasm.
around?
It was a lot of struggling, and grappling for position.
No, I'm
On the
trying to-
G-spot. I think it's tonight. I think tonight's the night I flip over.
because China, when she was in here, implied that you guys did anal a lot.
Really?
That's her thing. Of
course.
Well, she did.
Oh, I wasn't here.
She was
For
open.
my lunch.
I'm saying,
Did you?
I mean, it's almost. In Triple H, I'm not implying anything. Believe me, I know you're all man. I'm saying it's almost like being with a guy without being with a guy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
believe me, it's not.
What about her arms, though? I mean, seriously,
I mean, in the back.
and
Come on.
from if you're doing it from behind, you could almost.
Is that Steve Austin or China?
I mean, how good could a chick's personality be?
Yeah.
In a different way, I've grappled with Steve Austin. Believe me, it's nowhere near the same.
But I guess it's kind of cool when you two would walk into a room together because she's so noticeable and you're big and noticeable. So it
Yeah.
must have been kind of like a.
Yeah, and I think that just when you're around that, it just becomes another person. You know what I
Really?
mean? You don't notice the
Now, would you
size
say
or the
you were-
anything like that. I mean, it's not like she's Nicole Bass. No offense, but
She's getting up there. Hey, come on.
No way.
She's
Yeah, give
getting
her about a
close.
week.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. So now this was a 4-year relationship. It was pretty serious. Were you talking marriage and stuff?
Yeah, they were engaged.
Children?
no, we weren't engaged.
She said you were engaged.
No, we weren't. We were not.
All right, so then,
Do you think she could have children?
no. I don't. I don't.
I couldn't tell you. We never tried, so I couldn't tell you.
You practiced.
You were using a rubber?
birth control.
Yeah, we had. Believe me, everything was.
You had a lot of birth control. You had everything.
That must look like two dinosaurs having sex. Like,
Yeah, I mean, because Triple H is a big
you know
guy.
what I mean? Like that
Well,
must
that's
really.
what I'm saying. What kind of bed was this?
Yeah, you're as masculine.
Well, but that's the
as
thing. I mean, if you're a bigger guy, you need something. And you can't break a twig in
But
half.
Stephanie McMahon is this little thing.
Oh, she's nice. She's hot and she's rich.
Yeah.
Now, there's the broad you should marry.
That's why I like them hot and rich.
Have you proposed yet in real life?
No. But I mean, we've been together for a little while now, and she's great. I mean,
Well,
she's,
wait a minute. The funny thing was that they were cheating.
Yeah, well, I'm getting to
Behind
that.
Johnny.
If you wait a second. If you break up with Stephanie McMahon, is Vince gonna hold it against you and throw you out of wrestling or something? I mean, the guy controls everything.
God, I hope not. That would suck, right?
Yeah, I mean, isn't
You
there?
got to think about that before you get involved, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But I mean, when it's there, it's there, and
And you take it.
I mean, you just, that's the kind of thing. I mean, believe me, there was a lot of back and forth on that issue. You know what I mean? And but when you meet somebody and they're, that's just
love.
what you want to do. Yeah, you're in love or whatever. You just want to go and you're willing to take the risk.
All right, so it was kind of cool. You met Stephanie McMahon. You said, "Hey, number one, she looks like a girl. Number two.
I think I'm into something else now.
Yeah, I think I'm into. I'm going back to my regular way of life.
That's enough with these dudes.
It's enough with these.
Enough already.
Yeah. So really, you had enough. But you don't tell China right away
What do you do?
because you didn't want to hurt her, I guess.
Or do you know that this is going to be serious with?
No, and there's a misconception of the way that things ended with us, but it was our relationship had gone downhill. There's a period of time where we were separated, and things happened in between, and then you kind of partway get back together, and it really wasn't a full blown relationship at that time. So I see things a little
Technically,
bit.
you weren't cheating. You're saying.
Yeah, I don't see things the same
the
way
guy
she does.
always
Right.
sees it that way.
Yeah, it's funny how we guys see stuff that way, don't we?
You got to cover your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so now you're you're on the inside. Not only are you banging the boss's daughter, you probably get to go to his house. You get that being on a lot of decisions and stuff.
No, not more so than I was before.
Really?
Really. When you're in the in the position in the WWF when there's a certain point when you kind of get to the top. We have a lot of involvement in that, anyways, if you want to have it.
Right.
And I had that same involvement before.
Yeah.
Believe me, Vince McMahon loves his daughter, but he loves cash too, and he's not going to ruin business because I'm, you know what I mean? He's not going to allow me to come in and screw things up or make bad business decisions or anything like that, because of that.
Did the storyline encourage your relationship, or was it after your relationship started?
Steph came into the company as a talent, and our television relationship started shortly thereafter. But that was really the first I had been around her a lot.
Because
So
China was saying, she goes, you were just saying, hey, listen, we have to be together because the TV plot is putting us together.
Well,
What
and
can
that
we do?
was true.
Yeah. And then she goes, and then they were doing each other behind my back.
And then she found the love letters, didn't she?
Yeah, love letters.
she did find a couple letters. Yeah.
Triple H never leave love letters.
Love letters.
Don't to this day, I won't write a girl a love letter.
I didn't write them; they were to me,
they were
and
Stephanie
they were,
wrote
and,
them.
yeah,
Saved
they were in a briefcase that was 90% of the time, it was a locked deal. And,
Bro, that's cheating.
You know what? Broads look into everything. Any
Yeah.
guy is
What's this
kidding
here?
himself.
yeah,
Yeah, don't.
Oh my
bring
God,
them
they're doing
home.
a woolly bully. Stop fair, stop fair, stop fair, stop fair, fair, fair.
So
sounds like I was with Herman Munster.
I know. So did you?
That's what we're going for.
So when you would keep this locked briefcase on your person.
It wasn't like it was chained to my
Yeah,
wrist.
he had a
It wasn't
handcuff
nuclear
around it.
secrets or something like that. It was.
I would
I had
chain it to my
honestly-
wrist.
He figured chicks look into everything, but not China.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I honestly had, I'd put them in there, but I really didn't remember that, fairly busy. I didn't remember they were in there, and,
You're a pretty secure guy if you can put them in a bag and leave them around
And forget about
Yeah.
it. Wow.
You're used to getting love letters.
So no, it's great when these chicks write you love letters, isn't it? Especially
What was she saying?
Yeah, what was she saying?
Chasing you around.
Oh, when you make love to me, it's the first
were they
time.
not?
They weren't graphic like that. It
I
was
love
just,
watching you eat protein.
it was just
I thought I was the one to watch him eat protein.
it was just the I dig you type letter,
So, were you afraid that China was going to kick your ass when she found out about?
If you believe me, I didn't go home for a couple hours.
So, did China try to seduce you back?
No.
Thank God.
No. We
Once you're with a regular girl, forget about it.
yeah, we've not even really talked since then.
Really, she's
Yeah.
angry. She is angry.
Oh,
she was
she's-
angry in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the tape of it, but she was pissed.
I did not hear it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what she said. I'll read you. I wrote
Yeah,
it
because
down.
I didn't even hear this. What'd she say?
Oh, where were you?
I was out that day. I had
You were hiding.
my voice was gone too.
She says this is, they were happy together. They cuddled together at night. And I was like, what?
They
Triple H
cuddled?
cuddled you? I don't think so.
I'm a big cuddler from way back.
Yeah. And then...
But you were still cuddling her while you were getting the letters from
No.
Stephanie?
Yeah, well, and she went into the whole thing about how hurt she was because she was really in love with Triple
Right.
H.
She thought she was going to marry you.
But I said to her, listen, honey, you're unrealistic. Triple H's going to marry you. You're a novelty. That's a freak thing.
You're not the girl you bring home.
You don't get... Yeah. Did you ever bring him home? I mean, her home to your...
Yeah, she'd been
Really?
been around my family. And
What'd your
stuff.
family think? Did they pull you aside and say, look, you're getting into something weird?
No, they
You're dating Mark Gaston.
they liked her just fine, but it was my decision, you know what I mean?
Really?
And yeah, I mean they're cool with whatever.
Son, do you have something
Were
to
you
tell
tired of the comments, though? Seriously, I mean, it did get to you probably, right?
Not really, because I don't know. It never really bothered me
Right.
much, and most of the comments that she got came from wrestling fans, and
Take those with a grain of salt.
yeah, and I was probably the most hated guy in the business. So if they saw the two of us together, they were more interested in throwing things at me than they were at her.
You
know?
took the heat.
Yeah.
So now, are you going to pop the question in real life to Stephanie McMahon?
We're not at that point yet, but time will tell.
How long you been doing her?
I don't know. I'm bad with the dates and times, you know what I mean? But it's been a little while, about a year
Good-
probably.
Good in the sack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Who's
mean,
better?
Who's
would,
better,
would I be
China?
there? Would I be there if she wasn't?
Absolutely not. Not Triple H.
Right.
Absolutely
Not
not.
after
China.
Not after China. Was China good in the sack?
Yeah, I no complaints.
Really?
Yeah.
If you were there for 4 years, I got to figure she was doing something freaky to you.
Yeah, no complaints.
She like it rough.
Yeah.
Punch me in the jaw. Superfly sugar.
China's not the kind of girl you're gentle with.
Well, let me tell
China.
you, China knows how to get a guy off. But-
China making out with Triple H. Look out, Evelyn.
Whether you want to or not, right?
wow. You know what? You guys should have made a videotape of that.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
It would have beat the Tommy Lee Pam video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever get anything?
Why didn't you give me this information before, Howard?
You never listen to me. Did you ever get into anything weird with China?
Everything was weird.
He dated her.
No, but I mean, did you ever tie him up and stuff?
No, not really. It was just a basic, your basic relationship. But I had no complaints.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet you there was some freaky stuff
Did
going
she
on.
cook and do like things like that?
Chores?
around the house?
Yeah,
One thing I'll say, he's got great breasts.
the thing is you talk about like home. You gotta understand, we're not home much.
Right,
You know
you're
what
on the road all the time.
it's home.
traveling show.
Home's the hotel.
Right.
Man,
I wonder what went on in that
in that
room.
hotel.
I'll tell you, if you wrote a book, that's the book.
There's got to be some broken sheetrock and a few hotels.
Brother,
If I wrote the book of my life with all the stuff I've seen in it, I would have a lot of people very angry at me. I would have to move to the Survivor Island or something.
Man.
Change the names.
Someone told me that China always left the toilet seat up, and that pissed you off.
When you get up and your butt hits the water in the morning. It's
Yeah,
not
you
good.
don't want that.
Nah.
Hey, anyway, so Triple H is got the
Yeah,
big.
what happened to you? You hurt yourself.
What's wrong with you?
I was in a match 8 months ago, May 21st, and I just was doing something simple. I went to step forward to hit a guy, and when I planted my foot, I tore my left quad completely off.
Your left quad got torn off.
Yeah, the muscle detached to the top of my.
Why do you think that
next to
happens?
your knee. The doctor basically said it happens a lot of times, like even in football and things, where repetitive stress. In our business, there's a lot of stuff that you do where it's a certain leg that, depending on what hand you're with, that you plant and stop motion with a lot, and it's just a repetitive injury. Repetitive over time. You just wear that thing down, and sometimes it happens at the. Like he said, football players sometimes they'll be walking to the huddle and just boom, they go down.
Well, I think that football player who was a kicker, he jumped up and down and blew out his knee.
Yeah, it happens, and that's just what happened. I did a simple thing that I would do every single day, and tore my quad, and it was a career-threatening thing. One day I was at the top of the business, and the next day I was in Birmingham, Alabama, being told it might be all done.
Triple H opens up.
Triple H.
Tears his quad.
China told me she bought a voodoo doll and was like tearing at your quad.
She pulled the knee off the left leg,
right.
Suddenly I was out.
So if your career is over in the WWF, there's no sort of pension plan or anything. I mean, that's it, right?
There's an old home for wrestlers that you go to.
Yeah, I mean, that's a scary business. I mean, it's not like you got anything to fall
Yeah, you
back
better
on.
save your money.
Yeah. It's you've got to be smart, and you've got to save your money, and you got to make it while it's there. And luckily I spent 8 months. I just went to Birmingham. They have the best rehab facility in the country there. Dr. Andrews did my surgery in Birmingham. I went there, stayed there for 8 months. I just basically moved there, lived in a hotel, stayed there for 8 months, rehabbed 8 to 10 hours a day.
Are you nervous going back into the ring? Seriously, because you could tear it again? Is that going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. You know what I mean? I think anybody that has an injury that doesn't think about it afterwards, re-injuring it or something like that.
But the
is
doctors
crazy.
say you're fine.
It's good to go, yeah. I mean, I
And
wouldn't be coming
Stephanie
back
was
if it
there
wasn't
for
real.
you?
Right. Is Stephanie there with you?
Yeah, she came down to Birmingham for the surgery and everything.
You could back up the Brinks truck right into your house. You marry that broad. You haven't asked her to marry, huh? You
No,
played
but
it
I'm
smart.
paving the driveway for the truck.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
There's
Man.
the pension plan right
I
there.
wonder if she'd make you sign a prenup, though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, why not?
I get the money too, so it's not.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying she's got a real
Yeah.
mother load coming to her. As soon as Vince drops dead.
There's
He
life
doesn't
after
try any
wrestling.
stupid football ventures again.
You think there's life after wrestling?
Yeah, look at China. She's kicking ass, right?
Well, she actually is. She's making a
What's
living.
she doing?
Yeah, that's
She's
what
a
I heard.
Playboy. She's working strip
Oh,
clubs, I
she's-
guess.
oh,
I don't know.
strip club.
I don't know what she's doing. She was on Fear Factor.
She was on Fear Factor.
Have you run into her since the
No.
breakup?
No.
Oh, you're lucky.
Were you responsible for getting her loan out of the whole thing?
No, the thing is,
Sure he was. You don't want to be uncomfortable.
No, the thing is, before this happened, she was in contract negotiations anyways, and they were kind of at an impasse.
Right.
And then at the same time, this all came down, and she decided not to resign. But they were kind of at an impasse contractually, anyways, as far as I know of. So
Did you look at her Playboy pictures?
no, I've not seen the
You didn't see the
new
spread?
magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the old one, but I've not seen the new one.
What'd you think?
The old one?
Yeah.
She looked very nice.
Yeah,
very
that's right.
good. Yeah.
She looked all right.
Hey, this is always fascinating me. I know you got to go because you're doing other stuff.
That's all right.
But-
This is Howard Stern. They can wait.
Exactly. There's a guy out there. The guy's a super fan. He just wants to meet you.
Yeah.
He's got Triple H tattooed on his arm.
Like his face or something?
No, like the letters Triple
Oh,
H.
no.
So he'll be in
I'm
jail
al-
soon.
I'm always. Aren't you a little fascinated by this?
There's a kid in Rhode Island that has my image tattooed on his entire back.
I mean, that's.
Doesn't that bother you?
Yeah, because
You want to smack a kid like that?
yeah, it's just it's an honor in a way. You know what I mean?
What's your name?
Chris.
Let me see your Triple H tattoo. What's the matter with you? Really?
Hey, that's really cool. Except for I just changed my logo, which is kind of a bummer for
I saw it on the new shirt.
him. Yeah, you got to get another one on your other arm with the new logo now.
It's
Yeah.
now double H.
I mean, Triple H is an entertainer. I can understand liking him. I could understand buying the T-shirts. I can understand watching him on TV. But I mean,
Why the tattoo?
you know, at some point you're going to say, "What the hell? You're a dude."
I know, but and wrestling's my whole life. I'm going to school to learn how to write because I want to write the storylines when I get a little older. And I don't know, he's my favorite. And he's the game. He's the best.
That's cool. You know what I mean?
How old are you, dude?
20.
You're 20.
He wants to write wrestling storylines.
Dude, read a book.
When he does it.
I mean, I don't even think Triple H would put Triple H tattooed on his body.
No, I don't have that anywhere.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, it's pretty wild. What did your parents say when they saw that?
They think I'm an idiot. Pretty much.
Did they tell you you're an idiot?
Well, I went to WrestleMania,
Right.
and they have an access thing where you can meet the wrestlers, and I missed you by an hour. My girlfriend's feet got tired. She didn't want to stay no more, and I missed you.
See, it's always the broad's fault.
Yeah, always.
If you're going to be a writer, you got to learn grammar.
Feed that chick
I know.
protein.
You do. You got to
Even
really.
for wrestling love?
Hey, I got to put the guy over though. He went to the, he's got a life branding on him with my logo, and I got to put the guy over.
Howard, you know what's
Yeah.
amazing?
I mean-
He's practically shaking, this guy.
You know what?
I'm
You're acting
nervous.
like a chick.
You know what? Because I love this show. I can't believe I'm here. This is like
Thank you,
amazing.
bro. But I'm just saying, you're acting like a chick around Triple H.
He's got a Howard Stern tattoo in his ass. He just ain't showing you that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Does your girlfriend look like China, or do you
No.
have like a Stephanie McMahon?
More towards Stephanie.
Yeah.
I'm not into that brute kind of chick, no.
Were you shook up when Triple H was dating China? Were you like, hey,
Were you a little concerned?
I don't understand why my hero is dating this China?
She kind of was like a man looking.
Yeah,
so
right.
I didn't really.
Yeah,
He's gotta
maybe,
shatter
did you
your
ever
image.
think maybe my hero is
You ever go scraping
not
off
all
the
the old
H's?
man?
You love Triple H so much. I'll tell you what. I'm going to let you say something to your hero. Go ahead. You one-on-one. You're not going to get all gay, though, I hope.
No, not gay.
Too late for that.
If Triple H said to you, listen, I need you to give me oral. Let's say Triple H was not, the man that he is. Would you do it?
No, I wouldn't
You
go
wouldn't.
that far.
I'm just trying to figure out how far you'd go with this.
No, not oral. I
right.
wouldn't do that.
Hand release.
Would you give oral to China?
All right, go ahead. Say something to your hero, Triple H. It's always refreshing to see somebody.
I just want to say good luck tonight. I'm glad you're back. It's been 8 months. I've been to SummerSlam, King of the Ring. I keep missing you. And I hope you don't tear it again. I hope you do good.
Thanks a lot, man.
And that's really basically it.
Appreciate
Crying?
it. Appreciate the effort
crying.
of the tattoo and
Dude.
stuff.
Not crying.
Did you cry
crying.
when he...
Did you cry when Triple H injured himself?
No, I didn't actually.
Did you cry when China opened up the briefcase and found the love letters from Stephanie McMahon?
No, but Stephanie is a definite good-looking girl, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Definite upgrade from China.
There you go.
Well, I feel more comfortable in my decision now. He
Yeah.
approves.
Yeah. Well, he's your fan.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
Although
He's the number
Trish-
one fan. And
Trish is the hottest, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you
for
would
Trish.
really wish he would be with Trish.
Oh, yeah, you had Trish up here.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Trish
she's
is-
hot.
oh,
Yeah, you ought to be doing her, too,
real
on
hot.
the side. You do her on the side, Vince will be after your ass.
see, but you got to look at all sides of the picture. Financially,
She's nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Stephanie knows where it's at when it
You
comes
know
to
what?
money.
Yeah, that's right. Good move.
You better not
You
dump
are
her.
smart. Well, I'll go tell you something. You remind me of China, actually.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you got a bigger penis than China, but I'll tell you what. No,
hope so.
actually, though, it's refreshing to see that you love Triple
How
H.
old are you?
20.
20.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not... You're not too old yet.
He's more feminine than China.
He's crying.
No, I'm not crying.
Well, I
Later
just
on,
want to say you've met your hero, and you have me to thank.
Howard, thank you so much. You're
right.
you two and Vince. I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Well, I thank you.
You like any chicks?
it's like a man love.
Trish.
Trish
a
is
man
hot.
can love another
Triple
man.
H, as you
Okay.
mentioned, Chris, Triple H's comeback is tonight. This is
Yeah.
a big comeback. The guy's coming off a major injury, so we
I
wish
don't
you
know
luck.
why you're doing
Yeah.
it.
When you do something that you love to do, it's
You
just
actually love wrestling.
yeah. I mean, it's just I wanted to do it my whole life. I was a huge fan. I mean, I wasn't quite to the level of getting a tattoo on my arm.
You didn't have a tattoo of Bruno Sammartino?
BS.
Yeah. But I was a huge fan, and it's just what I've always wanted to do. And when you love doing what you do, and it's taken away from you, you want to get back to doing it. And so tonight's going to be a huge thrill.
You want to leave wrestling on your own terms, not by an injury.
Yeah, I don't want to be taken out because I had a mistake happen or something like that. I want to go out when it's my time to go out, and I'll decide that.
Well,
so tonight's going to be a huge. I'm glad the fans are looking forward to it, but it's going to be an even bigger thrill for me to go out there.
You're a great guy. I love when you're on the show. Triple H will be at WWF Cafe, Times Square tomorrow at 11:30 to 12:30 for a signing. I guess you're going there, huh, Junior?
There,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'll be there.
I'm going to Raw, and then I'm sleeping on the street, so I'll be the first one in line.
No work tomorrow?
I took off the rest of the week.
What do you do?
I work at CVS right now.
Really? Hard
I'm
to
going
believe.
to school and that, so I'm doing both.
Now, if your girlfriend's feet get tired tomorrow, does that mean you're going to leave the line? And
No, I'm going to give her a bus pass, let her go home. I'm waiting.
it's funny, he's meeting you here in person, and yet he's going to be there for you, too.
Yeah, well, he's dedicated.
Yep, he's going to leave his
He's
job.
got the shirt, the hat, the tattoo. He's loaded. He's
Now,
ready
do
to
you
go.
get a piece of that?
God only hopes so.
Yeah, everything but the tattoo I'm in on. Yeah.
All right, Triple H, thanks for coming in, and we'll be back. Chris, thank you, and we'll be back
Thanks,
right after
Howard.
these
Thanks.
words. The Rock is here, and The Rock is in a brand new movie. I think The Rock is going to be the next big action hero. You're not. Robin doesn't want The Rock here, but I did. I didn't know you thought he was a bad guest.
Just one of the worst.
I'm going to tell
One
The
of
Rock.
the worst we've ever had.
There's The Rock. Rock, you got to take this up with Robin.
You want to mess with this guy, Rob?
The Rock.
I was a little afraid to go to the ladies' room. I didn't want to walk past.
I was excited. They said, hey, The Rock wants to come on, promote the Scorpion King. I go, hey, book the guy. He's great. Well, Robin goes to me, are you crazy? The Rock was the worst guest we ever had. I go, how is it? No. Take it up with her. Why was The Rock bad? Tell him. Maybe he'll do better.
Well, what do you know about The Rock? He's been here once. You know nothing. He's The Rock. That's what you know.
But you still didn't answer his question.
You should have banged Robin last time.
That's what all the good
Why
guys
was
do.
you saying that The Rock didn't reveal
He
enough of
didn't
himself?
stop being The Rock for a second.
What are you talking about?
I don't know who this person is.
Who
This
the man is behind the
Rock.
image?
Yes.
Like, who does he date?
In fact, I'll tell you what else I don't know.
All right.
I can't smell what The Rock is cooking. All right?
What do you mean you can't smell what The Rock is cooking?
See, you don't even know that much about The Rock.
What do you mean what The Rock is
That
cooking?
is his slogan. When he comes on WrestleMania or whatever that thing is,
Yeah.
he goes, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And my answer is always, no.
Well, what does that mean? We'll answer our question. What does it mean? What is The Rock cooking?
Well, especially in those venues like WrestleMania, when I'm out there and say, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, that means I'm whipping ass and taking names, basically.
Oh, is that right?
Oh.
Or at least,
I thought Robin wanted to
getting my
smell
ass
you.
whooped.
I don't know what he's asking.
I thought The Rock was here the last time. We had a good time. He was
we had a
everyone's
great
pal.
time.
I
talked
still
about pie. We
haven't
talked
had-
about-
What did we talk about?
We talked about pie. We talked about, banging at 14.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock opened up.
He did?
He did.
Where's the music? I opened up.
What did we
missed
talk
it.
about pie? Oh, you mean like women?
yeah.
Oh, I'll get you.
Oh,
Do you, all right, let me ask you a few
I was
questions
confused
about The
there.
Rock.
Go ahead. Ask me anything about
First
The
of all,
Rock.
what's his real name?
I don't know.
All right. Second of all,
All right, The Rock,
enough.
do you give out your real name or you never do?
No, of course, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
All right.
Well, how would I know
now
that?
wait a minute. You interviewed the man. I'm trying to find out.
But I don't
what
remember.
you learned.
I don't even remember the last
Excuse me?
woman I interviewed.
How
Leanne somebody.
is The Rock married?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't.
You don't know. You learn nothing.
No, I just forget. The Rock, no offense. I
know
interview
he
a lot of people.
shoplifted once or something. That's what we learned.
I don't remember your last name. Never mind The Rock's name.
We learned nothing.
Do you
All
have
right,
to
all right. Let's get down to it then. Let's learn something about The Rock.
All right. there you
Open up this time, Rock.
go.
Be a
As
good guest.
As opposed to last time.
Robin, it's not Rock, it's The Rock.
The Rock.
Please, Robin.
Excuse me.
Okay, The Robin.
And don't give us this Mr. McMahon stuff, all right? The guy's name is Vince.
That's what I called him last time. The guys actually come on the show and call him Mr. McMahon?
Yeah, you did, I think.
Hey, Rock, why are you taking this cup? Bend her over and do her right now. Shut her up. Why are you taking
Oh,
this?
no.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, right in the bunyard hole.
Right.
All right, so
All right, here we go.
Let's get to this interview.
All right. Let's get to the interview. There's a lot of pressure on you. Come through with a big answer.
I want some production this time.
Here we
First
go.
of all, this movie, The Scorpion King, is based on your character in The Mummy, right?
Right.
Okay. A lot of
Now, are
pressure.
you in this?
Yeah, for more than 3 minutes this time.
Right, this is your movie.
Yeah.
In other words, we're not going to go to the theater and see you for 3 seconds.
No, you won't get cheated.
This is
And you won't be in animation or anything like that.
No
right.
CGI.
right.
Call me.
When you were working on this movie, now, this is something that struck me as odd. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone stopped by the set to give you advice?
No, Arnold just came by just to hang, and
Do you know Arnold?
yeah,
Oh, you're friends with him.
yeah.
You're personal friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger. How does that happen?
Well, he came out to see me at a show a couple of years ago, and
Wrestling show?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a wrestling fan?
Well, I don't know if necessarily he's a wrestling fan,
Right.
But at that time, he had a movie coming out, so he came out,
Right.
and
Oh, he wanted to be seen to the
Yeah.
wrestling fans because that's the same audience.
Exactly.
Right,
Well,
go
this
ahead.
is very exciting. Let's go on.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, so he comes over. And,
well, and then since then we've become friends. We've gone out to dinner a couple of times, and
really?
yeah.
With Maria?
Well, actually, I met Maria at the Republican National Convention because I spoke there, and she was real cool. And then that's how the relationship just started. And he came by the set one time to check it out, and he's been cool. He's been real cool.
So you guys hang out because you're both muscular guys. You probably have a lot in common about the gym and that kind of thing.
You talk about working out?
No, actually, we never talk about working
Really?
out. No.
Talk about how miserable you are being married.
Can you understand Arnold, actually?
Yeah, I'll rock. Fantastic.
Are you nervous hanging out with a guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's a big star? Like, do you feel like that's a forced situation?
You mean like he just wanted to hang out with me and I hang out with him?
Yeah. Is it a forced? I
Because you're
feel
both like celebrities and stuff?
right.
No, you know what? He's a real cool cat. He's like a guy's guy. That's the thing about him. So he's cool. And every time we've gone out, it's just been like real low key, nobody around, and just.
Is he someone you look up to because he's made himself an action hero, and that's something that you're trying to do? Is he your mentor?
No, he's not my mentor, but I respect what he's done.
Right.
Because he's done a lot of good films, and so yeah, he's been real cool, supportive.
But that's the kind of career you're going
You
after.
consider him a real friend?
No,
Okay.
I don't have too many of those, but
Really?
Really?
You can call him though and hang with him at certain times. And when you do that, does now? According to what I'm reading,
What?
Arnold gets some poontang on the side,
Yes.
right?
Now, did you see any of that?
Did
I
you
didn't,
see
I,
any-
I didn't see any Putango on the side.
Did you guys go to any strip clubs or do anything fun?
No, we just had dinner.
Really?
You guys go out
Is
for
it
pie?
just the two of you?
No pie for dinner?
Yeah.
And when you guys are sitting at
Apple.
dinner, you guys are big stars. Do chicks come over to the table and stuff? I mean, that's got to be a major scene when you two guys are sitting eating dinner.
Yeah, people come over, but he always has security with him, so I mean,
He does.
Yeah, they're quick to put a stop on that.
Really?
Yeah.
They stand there in the restaurant while you're eating
And block people.
and block people? That's cool. I got to get that.
Yeah, really.
I kind of had that in Vegas. Uh-huh. I was sitting and eating dinner, and a
Right.
couple of the guys were standing by the door, like, blocking people. I said, what are you
At
blocking?
the restaurant.
Yeah, I said, what are you doing? I said, you guys just get the hell out of here. Go sit down and have some dinner. You're blocking people. I mean, who am I, the president?
They did it while you were playing blackjack. That was weird.
Well,
Even
that
in
was
the
good. That I liked. One time I'm sitting there playing blackjack the last time I went to Vegas. Dennis Rodman walks over and whacks me right in the head. And I go, what kind of security are you guys? I go, the guy just struck me. He goes, well, he's Dennis Rodman. I go, who cares who he is? He's a mental case. Exactly. The guy just whacked me right in the head, and two guys are standing there. They couldn't stop him.
That's a better excuse to stop him. It's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good Lord.
Nuts.
All right, wait a second. So,
Who else did you say stopped by the set? Arnold? and you?
Sylvester Stallone, he does?
No, he never did.
He probably just wants to be in the movie.
Just
Make me an extra.
actually, Paul Newman stopped by the set too. And that was
Paul
cool,
Newman?
man.
Really? Paul Newman?
All the great actors stop by.
They all want to see
All the
what
Oscar
Rock
caliber.
is up to.
Paul Newman stuff? Like, how does that happen?
I don't know. One of the second AD came up and said, "Hey, Paul Newman's here."
Really?
A couple of his buddies.
And is it weird? Like, what do you say to the guy?
Ironically enough, I just watched Cool Hand Luke like a couple of nights before for the first time, so I thought that was cool.
Is that what you do when you're working on a movie? I did that. I watched certain movies that I liked that got me pumped up for being in a movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Is that it inspires you or something?
No, I didn't really watch it. I didn't have any time because
Any-
at that time I was going back and forth. I was shooting 5 days and wrestling 2 days, so it was tough for the first month.
Why not bail on the wrestling at this point? I mean, it seems to you're already shooting another movie. Mm-hmm. Are you afraid that if Scorpion
Getting ready
King
to shoot another movie.
right, if Scorpion King doesn't make money, at least you'll have the wrestling still going, right? Is that your safety valve?
Not necessarily my safety valve because it's not, at this point, honestly, it's not for the money.
But
Right.
as you
You know?
said, it's a Vince McMahon production.
No, it's not a Vince McMahon production. He has a title credit of executive producer.
Yeah.
Now that's what I want to know.
Letters.
At the beginning of the Scorpion King, on the credits, it says executive producer Vince McMahon.
Right.
Now, a lot of times the executive producer is just given that as some sort of payoff. Is Vince McMahon really the executive producer on this?
That's basically his title credit because, it is.
Is it because he owns you?
He owns the name of The Rock. Yeah.
And in order to be The Rock in this movie, in order to put your name up as The Rock,
Right.
you have to make Vince McMahon the executive producer of your film.
That's a deal that he struck with Universal.
Man, this son of a gun's got every angle tied up. You know what? You're going to die, and Vince McMahon's name is going to be on your gravestone.
Wait a minute, though. Why couldn't he do this movie as himself,
As
as
Dwayne?
The Rock?
Oh, I could.
Who's going to go to a Dwayne Johnson movie? I mean, honestly.
I would.
Thank you.
I'd go.
It's still saying kicking ass.
Right.
Dwayne Johnson and some pie.
Well, what about that? Why not? In other words, Vince has when you guys originally signed before you're famous, Vince ties you up into a contract that is so thorough that literally no matter what you do, you can't even use
He
your
gets
own
a
name.
piece of it.
Right.
And you don't realize that when you first sign up.
Well, no, because at that time you just want the opportunity.
Right.
And at that time you're starving, you have no bread.
You're like a
and
young black blues musician.
Yeah, Vince.
Robert Johnson.
Like a rapper.
In a sense, Vince turns you into his bitch, if you will, right? I mean, doesn't he? I mean, is that a fair assessment?
You're not The Rock, you're the bitch.
No, you know what I mean?
You've been wrestling under the wrong name.
It's a tough. It's a very
With the
tough.
pie as my move.
Does it make you angry that you have to go to Vince in order to use your name?
It doesn't make me angry, not at this point, because I get it. You know what I mean? And business is business. And, we have a really good relationship. And as things continue in film, then, my wrestling career will
Diminish.
The time there will lessen, as I'm away more. But we'll just
But
see
will
what
he
happens down
always
the
be
road.
the executive producer?
Well, it all depends. It all depends. I have a couple
Once you
more
use the
years
name
left.
The Rock, he will.
Right.
Oh.
I have a couple more years left of my contract, but like I was saying about the wrestling industry, because I grew up in it,
Right.
I love the wrestling industry, and being at the Garden, there's nothing like it, that live audience.
Yeah.
So, whether in a couple of years, whether I'm there just one time a year or twice a year or whatever it is, it's just that's always something I'd love to go back to and do.
Right.
I
Vince
go
has
back and
got
get my
the-
ass whooped, but
Vince is an incredible businessman. What if you said to Vince, "Look, Vince, let's renegotiate my contract. I'll give you another 5 years, and but just let me own my own name. I want to be The Rock."
I want to be The Rock.
Would
And-
Vince
and
go
it-
for that? He wouldn't give that up, would he?
you never know. Honestly, you never
Have
know.
you ever asked?
No, not at this point.
What if
Could you call yourself The Block or The Clock? and,
Or
and
the
then-
Hollywood Rock?
Oh, yeah, well, if you become Hollywood Rock.
what about like the boulder?
the pebble.
The pebble,
Well,
yeah.
no,
What
but
about
seriously,
that?
what if you became Hollywood Rock? Would you then own the name, or is that forbidden as well?
Yeah, no, I would.
Because Hulk Hogan, when he left the WWF, became Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, Hollywood Hogan. He couldn't be Hulk.
Oh, he couldn't even be Hulk. He
Yeah.
became Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
They owned Hulk?
So why don't you become Hollywood Rock
Hollywood Rock.
or Holly Rock or something? I don't know.
Or Chris Rock?
Chris Rock.
That'll do good.
Vince owns Chris Rock too.
There you go.
But that's an amazing, smart businessman. He
Yeah, sure.
has his fingers in everything. So he really didn't do anything on the Scorpion King except own the name The Rock.
Well, from a creative standpoint, he stepped back and let the guys at Universal do their thing and
Right.
was collaborating, and he collaborated a little bit as well. But for the most part, those guys know exactly what they're doing, especially storyline wise and
Right.
from
I mean,
the
what
movie
did Vince
standpoint.
contribute?
He gave The Rock permission.
No. He's saying he collaborated.
No, he didn't do anything. Vince.
well, he read the script and said, "Fantastic script."
So, as executive producer, let's say the Scorpion King is a big movie. You get you got your salary for Scorpion King,
Sure.
and you get a percentage of the profits, right?
We get the good back end, yeah.
Right. And Vince will actually get some of the back end too.
He should. I don't know his contract, but he should.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He didn't give away that name for nothing.
Right.
Good Lord, what a businessman this guy is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And speaking of pay-per-view too, you should talk to him about that.
I know. I always get hosed on it.
Yeah, his only mistake so far has been the XFL.
Yeah.
That was the only thing he
He screwed that
didn't
up
do
big
right,
time,
yeah.
but so what? That's chump change to him.
I know.
Everybody has a screw up now and then.
He takes the big risks. That's
Yeah.
why he's Vince McMahon. I
Sure,
guess.
you got to.
Yeah.
Besides, you even have the Rock insignia tattooed on you, right? So the fact, don't you?
I just got this bull tattoo.
But
yeah.
that's
a
your
big
tattoo. I mean,
icon,
so your
yeah.
whole identity is The Rock. Vince owns your identity. It's brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, if this movie's big. and
What
when
are you
have-
going to do?
If you have a big, then you can go as Dwayne Johnson. I think you're done with Vince.
You just drop the whole Rock thing?
Yep.
You
I'm
know,
saying if
the
this
good
is
thing
over
now,
100 million.
There's a lot of people out there who know me as Dwayne Johnson anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Like who?
Not Howard.
Like Howard now, and you guys.
Now I do.
But he was a football player, Howard, a pro football player.
Yeah.
So people know him from that, right?
Thank God you got out of that, huh? Yeah. A nightmare.
No money in that.
No money in that.
No.
Not the cash you're making.
Wait a minute, yeah. Not in the CFL, rather. That's what it was.
What the hell are you doing married? God, the time you could be having. When did you get married again?
About 5 years ago.
Jesus Christ, what were you thinking?
Now, is she married to The Rock or is she married to
Dwayne. Oh, no, she plays it just right. She's married to Dwayne.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Vince is married to The Rock. Yeah.
That's great. If you get divorced, you could say, look, The Rock has money. Dwayne doesn't have any money.
Right.
Give her half of Dwayne's
Didn't you
money.
tell me your wife was some sort of beauty queen or something? Like a
No. She's in finance.
Oh, that's right,
Oh,
yeah.
she's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, I bet she's hot. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, she better be.
Yeah, she's cool.
First
But she's
marriage?
the business manager, right?
No.
She doesn't manage your money?
No.
No, that's a big mistake having your wife manage your money.
Is it?
Because you'll never see a penny of it.
Yeah.
You know. But she doesn't work now, does she?
Yeah, you know what? She still does.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she's pretty adamant about that.
Yeah.
How did she not get a hold of your money?
Well, I mean, she takes care of our money, yeah. But as far as for making the business choices and things like that, yeah.
Well, no, not that part, but she takes care of the money.
Oh, sure.
See The Rock and the Scorpion King hasn't been reviewed yet, though. That's the tough one. But I don't.
Actually, it has.
Oh, it has.
Yeah, we did the press junket last week, and I'm lucky. The press really liked it.
Who reviewed it?
Everybody out there in L.A. on that side,
Right.
Because we did the 3 days of junkets, and everybody was great with it.
I see.
Just fun, at the end of the line. Basically, the key word that kept.
What's it like?
It's like it's like Indiana Jones,
Right. That's what I was going to say.
like that, like
that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's got all the elements.
What are you wearing? You wearing a dress in this thing? That little Scorpion King outfit, like that, with the sandals and stuff.
Little sarong.
You're wearing a sarong in this. You need to be in an army film. You know what I mean? See with your pumped up arms and stuff. I don't want to be in no goddamn sarong.
Yeah, a chariot and a sarong. These are the wrong
No,
moves.
it's not like that.
What is the Scorpion? Because I always think of you like the sandals and like a dress.
No. It's a completely different outfit from the Mummy Returns.
It is? Yeah, good. Yeah,
It's an
you
ass-kicking
get to wear
outfit.
pants?
You'd like it. Yeah, I get to
You
wear
wear pants in
this
this?
time.
Are they pantaloons or pants? I know The Rock.
Knickers or
The Rock's all man. All of a sudden you see him in a mini skirt in a movie, and you're like, "What the hell? What are they?"
Hello, Frisco.
I'm looking at The Rock's legs. What's up with that?
Go ahead, Chris. You're on the air.
Hey, Rock, great pleasure to speak to you, man. You
Hey,
know
man.
what's really exciting? It's like, I wonder, how does it feel to be, like, controlled like a puppet, a bitch by this freaking Vince McMahon? What you should do
making a great
grab
living.
that Stephanie by her panties and swing her around onto the bed and bang her.
Stephanie is Vince McMahon's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Can you get me a pair of Stephanie's panties? I want...
Oh, shut up. You're very loud and annoying. And The Rock wants to crush you with his fists.
Yeah.
Have you ever beaten a guy up in real life?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Really?
Oh,
Been
we
arrested a
talked
whole
about
bunch of times.
anger the last time. Yes, I remember.
See, I opened up last time.
A little bit.
Yeah, you did, Rock. You said, didn't you have to go to anger management or you went to jail or something?
Yeah, three
Yeah.
or 4 times.
Yeah, for what? Like almost killing guys, right?
Fighting, yeah. And then I hit this one guy when I was 15. This sounds a little self-serving, and I didn't know he wound up having a brain tumor, and I had no idea.
You gave him a brain tumor?
No, I
they
didn't.
found
he,
the brain
he had an
tumor.
existing one, yeah.
So it was good. You punched him and they found the brain tumor. So you saved the
He's
guy's
like
life.
a doctor.
you see?
What do you mean? After you hit the guy, they found a brain tumor?
Yeah, he hit his head against a wall, and then he went down. And
Right.
I kept punching him, and then I found out he had to go to the hospital, and they found that.
You found the brain tumor. You saved this guy's life.
Very proud moment
By
in my life.
pummeling.
Would you do me a favor and beat me in the head so that I could find my
You're
tumor?
better than a CTI scan.
Did the kid
Robin, come
die?
here. The Rock wants to punch you in the breast. He wants to see if you have any breast cancer. No kidding. So did the guy eventually die from his brain tumor?
No, I don't think so.
Why, you
He
sa-
lived.
Wow.
Saved the guy's
So I
life.
say, yeah. see?
What'd you beat him for? What did he do to you?
I don't know, something stupid.
Looked
It was
at you
when I was
wrong?
17. He's talking shit, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
He looked at you
Rock
wrong.
curses.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rock.
Gary told me that too. I'm
right.
sorry.
By the way, that guy's now known as Triple H. So you punch. It must be great to be that strong. At 15, you were strong too, huh?
That was kind of strong. Started
Punch a
working
guy
out
in the
there.
head till I never punched a guy in the head till he
Till he
passed
finds
out.
a brain tumor.
Yeah. I want to punch a guy in the head and let him find a brain tumor. I want to do that so bad.
Will The Rock fight Stuttering John in pay-per-view?
Oh, God.
For $100,000?
Yeah, easily.
Now, these big guys you wrestle, you really think you can, who can beat who, really?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Would
There's
you
some
be?
tough cats, though.
We know what I wanted to do if we were doing it on pay-per-view. I wanted to have, like, you really box one of these, like, Triple H guys or something. For real.
Actually, Vince had that. It was called a Brawl for All, I think. Yeah, and there were some guys who really
hurt each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
You up for that?
No.
You got too much money.
Scripted stuff's good, yeah.
Scripting is good.
Keep me scripted.
20 G's.
I knew you were going to beat Hulk Hogan. I knew they had that scripted out right. I mean, who wants to see him beat you up? You guy's like 50
Come on,
years old.
how could you live with that?
Yeah, but he did a great thing, though. You know what I mean? He gave back to the business and
Please
let me do
Vince
it.
What
had him
else
by the
could he
balls.
do at this point?
Yeah. What else is he going to do? Vince owns his ass.
Yeah.
I like Hulk Hogan left
He
wrestling.
never broke out. Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to get away from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon owns him again. And guess what? He had The Rock beat him up. Hey, you stupid ass. We're going to get your ass beat.
For leaving.
I love it. Did you love beating his ass?
You know what, though? I was a kid.
Don't you hate that guy?
Love it. Nah, he's cool.
Come on.
No, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
Hollywood Hogan?
He really is, yeah. He really is. I was 11 years old when I first met him, you know? He was like, hey, what's up, kid?
Was he upset that you got to beat him up?
No, he was cool.
He was like, hey, thank God I have work.
Don't hurt me too
you
bad.
dig him.
Right.
He's a cool cat.
I've met him. I've met Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
He's all right?
Yeah, he was fine. I mean, everybody's nice to me. They know I'll wreck them with my words.
Met him when he had a regular name.
Yeah.
While he was away
He was like,
from Vince.
his name was like Terry Schwartz. Must have been great the day you beat that guy up and they found the tumor. Did the family thank you afterwards?
Yeah, they thanked me all right. They called me every curse word in the book.
Did you have to go to jail for that one?
Ironically enough, no, not for that one.
No.
Because but all the other ones, yeah.
Because
Because
give me the
that was in
rundown.
high school.
Give me the rap sheet. What else did you do before you became like The Rock? I mean, did you
I was arrested 4 times, and it was all
for beating guys?
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I didn't necessarily beat guys. I got in a couple of fights.
And you won every one of them, didn't you?
No, one time I got my ass whooped.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was this guy?
Well, it was plural.
Well, several men beat you. Why did several guys beat you? Why did several guys beat you?
It was one of those stupid things. I stayed after, I think it was a 15, stayed after school and fought this one guy, and then he had all his buddies with him. They beat the living.
So you were like a
out of me,
bully?
actually. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I hate bullies.
So why were you always in fights?
Just stupid.
Because he's strong and he can beat guys up.
just
why wouldn't you fight?
So all right. So after you knocked that guy
I was
out,
having just a really stupid temper.
after you knocked that guy out and they found the brain tumor, who was the next guy you got arrested for?
That was when I was 18, getting ready to go to college.
What'd you beat him for? What did he
I
do?
was
to
just
you?
in a bar drinking.
He had a heart murmur.
Yeah, they found a thumbnail.
And like he comes up and goes, "Hey man, you think you're so tough" or something like that, and then you just
No, it was really over something stupid. I don't even remember.
do you step outside and beat him up, or do you do
No,
it right
Beat
in the
him
bar?
up right in the bar?
It was right in the bar. Did you try to crack a bottle over your head?
No, he cracked a bottle over my buddy's head, actually.
He did.
Yeah.
And then you just punched him. You hauled off and hit him.
Yeah, from behind.
Nice. Knocked him out.
Nice.
Knocked him out.
Now, you get arrested, they just come in and grab
after
everybody
a
or
little while.
something? Yeah.
They come to the bar and arrest you, or do you go home and they arrest you at your house?
Yeah, exactly. We left. That's exactly what happened.
Right. And someone said, "Hey,
Yeah, and I looked anonymous as it is. So,
So they
easy
said,
to
"Hey,
find.
we know where that guy lives," and they come to your house and they arrest you. Were you living at home with your parents? I assume.
Exactly.
Were they pissed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
Did they bail you out of jail?
They're pissed and proud, as you can imagine.
And they bail you out of jail?
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
you never did any, like, real time?
No.
You didn't go to the big house?
No, I didn't go to the big house. No, I didn't get locked up. No.
Pussy.
The Rock wasn't in the big house.
The Rock.
Fighting them off.
You never hired a party clown and raped him, did you?
No.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe that wasn't you. I was a party clown when I was 18, and there was a guy very much looked like you. I come in my clown outfit. His 2 brothers hit me over the head with a bottle. I'm passed out, and they raped me.
Yeah.
All 3 brothers.
He believes you. Stop telling this story.
You think you had a tough childhood, Rock?
Hey, Rock, you think you had it rough? Yeah. They found colon cancer when they examined me after my rape.
They saved your life.
Well, Rock, let me tell you something. I think you're a great interview.
You know what? I take back what I said. This was a good interview.
You're a good man. And I do wish you luck with...
appreciate it.
Want to take a few more phone calls and then I'll let you out of here?
Been going well.
Stephanie's panties.
Andrew, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, it's Andrew from New Hampshire. How are you?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, Rock.
Hey, man.
Hey, how was it there when you and Triple H tag team China?
Did you and Triple H tag team China in bed? You never banged China, no.
God, no.
No.
Yeah, he did, Howard. He's lying again.
I swear.
Robin was right about you.
You better open up
You better
about
come
this.
clean and talk about the time
Here
you
we go,
banged the
okay.
very manly China.
The Rock in China.
No, that's not your
And
thing.
Triple H, no. I think
Did you ever say to Triple H, what are you do? We had Triple H on. I said, man, what were you thinking when you were banging China? And he's like, yeah, you know, she's a really great girl. And I'm like, dude, it's like a man. It's like another man. He offered no explanation.
Did you ever talk to him about that and say, dude?
Did you pull him aside?
Nah.
No.
No, not really. No, I don't.
But you had to question
Didn't
him.
you think? I thought it was a fake story trying to, but it was real. They really lived together and everything.
Yeah.
Did you and the other wrestlers like goof on him in the locker room and stuff? Were you like just beside yourself with curiosity?
Did you walk up to him and say, dude, China's one of the guys who kicked my ass?
Yeah, right. No, seriously, was it talk among the other wrestlers?
Yeah, guys would talk about it, but, it's one of those things where guys were just like, really?
What would they say?
Who gives a crap?
Really? But did some of them think it was odd?
Some did, but, and some did, but some guys like that. Some guys like
Triple H, obviously.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what a bunch of listeners are calling about? Does The Rock sing? They said that you sing.
Wait a minute.
Does The Rock sing?
What's that all
See,
about?
I told you he keeps things from us.
He's the rock singer.
James, do you know something about this?
Yeah, he was in the Saturday Night Live show, and he sang an Elvis Presley song. Forgot which one.
Really?
But he has a very good voice.
Really?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
I'm hosting SNL tomorrow.
Chris, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing there, Rock?
Hey, man.
Man, you truly are the most electrifying man, I tell you. Listen, I was thinking I got a loophole for a way you may be able to continue to use The Rock without really using The Rock name. You do like Prince, and you say, I'm the wrestler formerly known as The Rock, or I'm the actor formerly known as The Rock.
Could you legally be formally known as The Rock?
I don't know.
You have to look
What's
into
your
that.
name? Work that out. What was the other one's name who left in the...
What was China? Formerly
No, it was the other one before her.
Sable.
Oh, yeah.
Was that her name? Yeah, she was formerly...
Formerly Sable. Yeah, but on the
Never
big screen,
works.
it doesn't work. It's like,
Formerly known as somebody...
Yeah, formerly The Rock.
Doc or something, I don't know. Doc Rock.
Oh, thanks, man.
You could be Cock.
Yeah, well, you can't say that on the radio.
Sure you can.
Yeah,
Sure you can. Let's say Cock.
it's a chicken.
Yeah. You could be the Cock, formerly known as The Rock, formerly owned by Vince McMahon.
Right.
And it'll be the Scorpion King
Scorpion dong.
starring...
The Cock.
Scorpion cock.
I like the name The Cock.
Funny.
Let's go with
I've been called The Cock.
Come here, cock.
Joe, go ahead. You're on the... Oh, Joe's not there. Let's see. Let's see. I'll get you one more call.
The
Hopefully we'll
cock
get you-
and the Scorpion King.
Let's see here. Double A. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, Rock, huge fan. I was wondering, who is like the hottest girl you got to score pie from? Like any major celebrity?
You must have celebrities who come on to you.
Honestly, I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. So celebrities, they like shy away from me.
They
like,
do?
Yeah, like they can't talk to me or something. I don't know what it is. Wow.
You know who you kind of look like? You look like that guy. Who's the guy who's he was in American Pie and he's dating the chick from Dawson's Creek? Can't think of that
Jason
actor's
Biggs?
No.
No. Who are you
No, you
talking
don't look
about?
like Jason. But you look like
Oh, I know which guy you're talking about.
who am I talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
It's a
though.
good-looking dude. What's
Yeah.
his name?
I don't know.
He looks like Jimmy Smits, that L.A. Law guy.
You got a little,
A little
of the Jimmy
bit of that,
Smith thing
yeah, I
going.
can see that.
Hey, Howard,
Jimmy Smith.
Yeah.
do you know that The Rock has a lipo on his breasts?
What does that mean,
Really?
Rock? What are you talking about?
Is that because I heard you're willing to admit that?
Oh yeah.
You
yeah.
got lipo on your breast?
No. I had like extra fat here, and I had it taken out.
Maybe I could get that. How's that work?
Wait a minute. What are
How's
you
it
talking
look?
about?
Is it scars?
No, not at all.
Oh, look at that.
You had breasts?
You had bitch.
The Rock breasts?
Rock had lipo on his breast?
Yeah, there's like little like deposits of fat.
Did you wear a man's ear?
But that's what you call breasts. They're deposits of fat.
No, honey.
Hey, The Rock's being very, very, very blunt about all
Did you
this
see
stuff.
how John was crapping his pants when he said, "I heard you're willing to admit that"?
Go beat his ass and find a brain tumor.
Rock, any major poontang score there?
If The Rock has breasts, China must have a penis. I'm telling you. Oh, yes, he had the lipo. Does that hurt?
No, not at all.
Are you awake through it?
Yeah, it's simple. It actually just they cut it out. It's like having them. I don't know.
Yeah, my boobs are a little big.
Well, wait a minute. Did it look bad?
Well, it was one of those like aesthetic things that I just didn't like.
Oh.
You know, like
Well, the guy
nobody
used to
ever.
take his shirt off for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had been before he got the lipo, right?
Yeah, no, I'd been wrestling, yeah. But it's, again, it's like aesthetically, you look at it, you're like, you know what, I just don't
What
want to
cup size are you now?
Double B.
Have you done anything else, like any facial stuff?
No.
No? All right.
He's just a good-looking guy. He's lucky. Not like us.
John wants the name of your surgeon.
And
They
by
make
the way,
me
Rob,
look like The Rock.
unlike, Robin, I think you're doing a great job.
Amy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, I got the spice to what the Rock's cooking.
What?
I got the spice to what the Rock's cooking.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you can smell what I'm cooking. That means I want to go one-on-one with the great one.
Okay.
I think she wants to bang you.
Yeah,
You're not one of
wants
those.
to play chess with me.
You're not one of those smelly broads from The View.
Absolutely not. Tell them I have the most electrifying pie.
You want some electric pie, my friend?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had
You know
electric
it.
pie. Is it good?
Oh, it'll shock you.
This chick is high. She's high pie.
She wants some electric pie.
Yeah.
Well, honey, I think The Rock is married. The Rock can get a lot of hot chicks. I don't know how hot you are. Did you see that chick I just had on before, Leanne? She was hot, right?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of that pie.
He banged her on the way out.
Did you bang her?
Come down to Narragansett, Rhode Island, and you'll find out.
Okay.
He gets that all
Here
day.
we come.
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
I'll be
All
down.
right.
As soon as he leaves here.
Gas up the van.
We're going to pile on and get some sloppy seconds and thirds of that
Yeah, right.
electric
No, it'll
pie.
be finally you get some good.
All right, baby. You're good. How old are you?
27.
You married?
No,
You hot?
absolutely.
Good
Yeah.
pie?
Yeah.
You got to do. You got to at least give a quarter of your pie to Vince McMahon.
I don't know about that. I can cut your hair for you. I work in a salon.
All right, thank you.
That was my first guess.
I'm sure you get that all the time. Well, listen, The Rock, I'm pulling for you, man. I'm going to go
thanks,
see The Scorpion King.
Oh, I
In fact,
appreciate it.
hopefully we'll see it next week.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I want to see. I love a good action film. There's tons of. Do you kill guys in it?
Kill them all.
You do. You
Yeah.
kill. Is there any hot chicks in there?
Yeah, well, Kelly Hu, she's on the cover of Maxim this.
Oh no!
this
Oh,
week.
that chick.
Yeah, she's hot.
What is
Kelly
she?
who?
What is she? Chinese?
She's half Chinese, half Hawaiian.
Yeah, I'd like to bang her.
I'm gonna call
I'd
it.
like to bang her like a pineapple and punch her in the head and find a tumor. Wow. What's your who? What? Where? What's her name?
Kelly Hu.
Kelly who? What?
Kelly
Where?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, she's hot.
You probably banged her. You slide
Do
down.
you have love scenes?
Yeah.
Oh.
You wearing that mini skirt?
She's actually coming in here next week.
Oh, is she good?
She's that Asian chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to check her oil. See if she's got electric pie.
She's actually she's half Asian, half Hawaiian.
That's what he said.
Oh, I didn't know. All right.
Cares what you have to say. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Go. Why don't you go get your breast lipoed? Well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And you kill a lot of dudes.
So now this acting thing, did you take lessons or
I
did
did,
you
yeah.
just, Oh,
Well,
really?
it was important. I just didn't want people to think.
Think you
I just-
sucked.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, right.
So I got a guy named Larry Moss who coached Michael Clark Duncan in Green Mile, and Helen Hunt when she won the Oscar.
Really?
But,
So
yeah,
when you
it was
it's
good.
like when you play the Scorpion King, like what do you have to think about? Like the
Yeah, what does the guy
What
say to
method?
you?
How do
Yeah,
I think of the wah.
will The Rock do Macbeth one day? I mean, with all these acting
With
lessons.
Shakespeare,
The
Oklahoma.
Well, hey, The Rock, I do wish you a lot of luck. I think
thanks,
you're a
man.
great guy. And
You know, the one thing we didn't ask yesterday, we played a clip of you during your press junket, when they sit around asking you these questions.
What did I say?
oh yeah, that's a good question, Robin. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And The Rock uses the royal we a lot.
Yeah, we were shocked that you go, well, we considered this role because
We waited a long
we waited a
time."
long time. Who's we?
Oh, I meant we as in like me and my management, my managers out there, and
Oh, really? You're getting carried away. you're going to be Hollywood Rock soon. I'm telling you. You got to just.
Did we sit around and decide that this was the way to go?
That's what we did.
And you know what's funny? If the movie tanks, they're going to be like, "Hey, what you mean we?"
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
all those assholes over there,
right,
led me in this direction.
We think, yeah. You'll see. All of a sudden, it'll be I.
Yeah,
That's my
we'll be
scapegoat.
eyeing it.
I think the we is Rock and Vince.
If it does well, I thought it was going to be a great project, so I thought. When it does well.
We are unemployed. No, we're not. You are.
We're out of here.
I know there's a lot of pressure with this, and I hope you do well. Good luck on Saturday Night Live. Good luck with the Scorpion King. And see Vince counting his money and laughing evilly. And we'll be back after these words. A lot of people are excited that Stephanie McMahon of the WWF is coming in here today.
Miss McMahon is not here yet.
Well, then I think we got to.
They called at 8:20, said there was some major problem on the West Side Highway, that they'd be here in 15 minutes, and they should be here any second.
All right. Take a couple of phone calls, and then I think I got a bail on Stephanie McMahon.
That window is closed.
She's a hot rich chick. What does anything matter to her?
If she had to earn money, she'd be here on time. There's Stephanie. You're right. We're about to cancel you, Stephanie.
We're bad-mouthing her.
Oh, come on in.
Good to meet you.
That's Dave Chappelle. Hey, Stephanie. Nice to see you. How you doing? Take a seat, baby. Let's talk a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk WWF.
WWE.
WWE.
That's right. We got to change that F to an E.
WWE. How old are you now? Is that okay to ask?
Yeah, I'm 26. Actually, I just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby. You're 26 years old, and your dad is Vince McMahon.
That's right.
And I've been saying you are the catch of the century because any guy who marries you might as well back up the Brinks truck right into Vince McMahon's house.
I've actually heard you say that before. No, I'm not single. I'm actually dating Triple H.
Yeah,
no, but you're not married. Is what
no, I'm not married.
Okay.
Well, and what's the deal? Like, you've always been involved with the WWE. I mean, you've always.
Did you ever try to do anything else?
I never wanted to do anything else, really. Actually, I've worked for the company since I was about 12 in different ways.
What did you do at 12? Which division did you run?
I was a receptionist, actually, for about 2 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So your dad always brought you up to be in the family business, right?
Well, my dad always wanted us to have a job, and I really wanted to be in the family business. He left it up to us.
And you got what, 2 brothers?
One brother.
One brother. He's in the business too.
Yes.
And I guess when your dad retires, you guys take over the mother load, right?
Well, hopefully.
That's the plan.
I mean, he wouldn't cut you out, would he?
Oh, yeah, he could,
Is he a good dad? Is he like a nice guy to deal with?
He's a great dad.
He is?
Yeah, and very entertaining.
And if you said he wasn't a great dad, would he disown you?
No.
Do you have your own house, or do you live with your dad at his compound?
No, I have my own house.
And dating Triple H, we had China on the show. She's furious with you.
Yeah.
She said bad things about you.
I'm sure she did.
She said that you stole her man, and that Triple H now was going to be your bitch because if this is just me paraphrasing,
right?
If Triple H doesn't do what Stephanie McMahon wants him to do, that'll be the end of his career. So he has to mind his P's and Q's. Is any of that true?
Well, I'm sure, certainly from her point of view, I'm the bitch of the whole scenario.
Because you stole her man.
Right.
But wasn't it easy to do because you look like a woman?
You're
not all muscular and big?
Things just sort of happened there, and, there's always a lot of sides to every story. But, definitely was a big deal for Triple H to date me because, in a way, she's right. I mean, not that my father would necessarily fire someone for doing something to me, but I'm sure it would come into play. Like, if he cheated on me and I was heartbroken over it, I'm his daughter.
He'd get rid of Triple H.
Well, he wouldn't fire him, but, it wouldn't be a good situation.
You'd fire him. You'd find a way to get rid of him. Why not? Why not?
And you change their storyline. You ruin them. You can ruin them.
Yeah, you could ruin them.
You could.
So it's dangerous in a way for him to date you, isn't it?
It was a big deal. It was a really hard decision for both of us to make, more so for him, I think.
Really? But you were so attracted to him because he's very muscular and manly.
I just was attracted to him in every way.
So you're going to marry him?
Was he with China? Was that sort of an attraction? Like, what kind of guy would be?
Did you think he was a freak? Because China's very freaky looking.
I actually have always thought that China was pretty incredible.
Yeah, but not beautiful.
I do think she's beautiful, but I grew up in a world of bodybuilding and.
But wait a second. Don't you think a guy who goes out with like a she-man, don't you think that he's like a fetishist?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I actually thought it was pretty cool that he didn't care what other people thought about her. I mean, he really, he was in love with her,
So so he was in love with her, but how did you get Triple H away from China?
Well, I mean, he was in love with her at one time. They were, you know, so, but by the time I came around, things weren't so good.
Right.
You know, from as I understand it.
Yes.
And
But they were still living together.
they were still living together, and, you know, there's a whole lot more detail that I'm not
What
gonna
happened?
go
She wasn't
into,
putting
but-
out?
I don't know. That I didn't even want to know.
Yeah.
But by the time, you know, Triple H and I started our on-screen storyline, we just sort of had great chemistry, and it just went from there. Actually, he wasn't always. From my childhood, mostly he was, but for my brothers, he wasn't.
Right.
Actually, when my mother was pregnant with me, my dad had to take her to the courthouse, and their car broke down, and he was actually in a tow truck to go declare bankruptcy.
Yes.
So he really is a self-made man, you
Right.
know, and really made his fortune. But
So how does it work, though? Do you have to work? I mean, does your dad give you a salary?
I do get a salary. Well, I'm not only on camera, I'm also behind the scenes.
Right, I know. So you get a salary from the WWE?
Yes.
Okay. And when you were growing up, were you always like in the lap of luxury? Did your dad always give you everything you wanted?
If I really, really wanted something, yeah.
Did you go to private schools?
I did. I went to Greenwich Country Day School.
So that's a pretty good life.
Yeah. Well, and then I went to Greenwich High Public School because I hated private school.
Right. And then at any point, did you think you'd rebel and not be in the WWE?
It really never, I mean, I thought about it once or twice. When I was younger, I thought maybe I wanted to be a choreographer because I used to love to dance.
Right.
But, you know, my knees actually got shot, so that shot that idea down. And I've always really loved our product. I have a passion for it. I've watched since I was 3 years old.
You never wanted to rebel and become like a doctor or something?
My mom almost became a doctor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, and does it bother you when your father gives interviews and he says he cheated on your mom?
Not anymore.
It doesn't.
I mean, it still is a little like, Dad, you know, okay, everybody knows now. You don't have to rub it in, but
Right. Were you angry with him?
at first, yes.
So the kind of father you can yell at and he'll take it and he'll absorb your anger?
He would, but that's not my style.
I see. So do you ever have any big fights with your father?
I have had some.
But you got to be careful. You don't want him to disown you. He is the mother lode, so to speak.
I've got my own money.
You do?
Where'd you get money from?
Yeah, where did you get money?
Well, I've been working for a while, and, you know, I save.
So you write some of the scripts.
Yep, I help write.
Okay. And you also wrestle.
Yep, I have wrestled.
Okay.
My character's not really a wrestler per se, but I have
Right.
wrestled.
But when you say you write some of the storylines, who's in that meeting? Is it you and Vince and Shane?
And a team of writers. No,
Yeah? Oh.
Shane was at one time part of the creative process, and now he's been more involved in the business side.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then you write the storyline for you and Triple H.
Oh, I wasn't writing at that point.
Okay. So you start working with him.
Right.
All right. And then how does he put the moves on the boss's daughter? Does he begin to say, listen, I'm having feelings for you? Or
He
does
was
he
very
just...
flirtatious.
He was?
Yeah.
He said, I'm attracted to you.
No, he would drop hints, you know, and I sort of wondered, like, is he hitting on me? And then I thought, no, it can't be. He's just, you know, having
What would he
fun.
say to you? We'd like to know how Triple H makes the move.
I don't know. Well, our storyline was, you know, that we were married and we took over the business and drove my dad out. And so, like, I would be sitting on his lap and things like that. And he'd just say things.
Would he
you
pop
know.
a rod when you sat on his lap?
Stick his hand up your
Well, I didn't
dress or
feel anything if he did.
He probably got a little aroused.
Right, and one time when I was standing around the ring, he sort of crawled around me. He was, you know, on the floor, and he felt my leg. And I was like, that's definitely flirtation there.
That's not part of the script.
Yeah, that was not.
And you found yourself getting attracted to him.
Yes, I did.
You didn't mind that he touched your leg.
No, I liked it a lot.
Did you say, stop touching my leg, or did you say, I like you touching my leg?
I just blush like I am now, pretty much.
So many women, sometimes when they like a guy, will begin to touch a man. They like touch his chest when she talks to him, or maybe, you know, put her hand on his back.
It was a very touchy situation. You know,
Yeah.
if he was coming on to me, and I know that it's forbidden in our business for me to date any of the wrestlers.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah. So it
Didn't
was
you read the bylaws? So how does it become a romance? It's very complicated. He's dating another wrestler. Were you dating another wrestler?
No, I was dating somebody outside.
Okay. So he's dating China, who's a big star at that point.
Right, which supposedly they weren't dating at that point.
Okay.
They had a house together and were trying to get out of the house or whatever. It was
You
a
bought that,
very
okay.
well. I mean, I did
Why not?
for a while, and then I didn't, and then we stopped. We saw each other for a couple months, and then when it came apparent to me that well, obviously she's still living in your house, something's going on. We stopped talking for a long time.
I don't see anything wrong with the fact that they're not married. They both fell for each other.
Well, yeah, but does she have to ask her father permission because it's it's against the rules?
Did you go to Vince and say, listen, I need the rules broken here?
Well, he could see.
He
What was
saw what was
happening.
going on.
Yeah.
Vince is no dummy.
No.
That I know. So he sees you messing around with another
And
wrestler.
he gave us the okay, and then he took it away.
He took away the okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was just, if we really were going to be together, it would have to be a big deal. It would have to be the right thing to do. And so he let us come together, and then he made us be apart, and we came back together again. And if it was meant to be, it was meant to be.
You mean you're talking about in real life?
Yeah.
Your father said you can be together, and then said stop being together, and you stopped.
Yep.
You want to hear what China had to say on the show?
Well, no, but I guess I'm going to hear it anyway.
Yeah, hear it anyway. Here we go. Is it hard for you going to work and seeing the two of them in love, and you had to be there around them?
You know what, Howard? It broke my heart every day. It was like a dagger in my stomach.
Are you mad at Stephanie McMahon for doing that to you?
I think that she had a real opportunity to come into a billion-dollar company and as a woman, gain some real respect and do something good in this male-dominated world. And she really disappointed me as a woman, with that type of unprofessional behavior.
If he's able to marry Stephanie McMahon, she's in a billionaire family. I mean, Vince is a
Yeah, but
billionaire.
you think he's sitting pretty, Howard?
Is he not?
Well, I don't know. If I were, none of those other guys have ever gone there, because once you rope yourself into that family, that's a 24-hour job for him now. So be very careful what you wish for.
So you're saying that if for any reason he pisses Stephanie off in real life, that's the end of his wrestling career?
He's going to be Mr. Kiss Ass from now on.
Wow.
Ha ha ha.
There it is. Ha ha ha, she says. What do you think of that?
Oh, she was just telling you how she felt.
Wow. You won't badmouth her.
I have no reason to.
You have the man. So who needs to even get into it? Would you fight her?
Would I fight her?
Yes.
If she picked the fight with me, sure.
You would.
You think you could take China?
I didn't say I think I could take her.
that Joey
if she came at me,
fight.
right? If she came at me, I'd have to defend myself.
Yeah, you would defend yourself in a fight. Let's take a couple of phone calls. Tom, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Stephanie, big fan, huge fan of the WWE for a long time. I would like to thank Stephanie, Howard, for on 2 different occasions, once on Raw and once on SmackDown, for gracing us, the national audience, with the sight of her beautiful breasts.
Your breast.
You've been topless?
Thank you very much.
Your breast popped.
Oh, you're welcome.
Your breast popped out during events.
It's floating around the internet completely uncensored.
Now, when that happens, is that really an accident, or you planned that out?
It was really an accident.
It really was. Was your dad mad that your nip was
no,
showing?
I mean, I was horrified, actually. Because, if I had planned to do something like that, that's one thing. But when it sort of happens and you're not planning on it, it's a little unnerving.
Somebody said somewhere that you're open about the fact that you had breast implants,
Yes.
that you got them because when you were wrestling, you got to see your body a lot on TV, and you weren't happy with your body.
Right. Well, I lost a lot of weight. I had boobs, when I was heavier, and then
Right.
I lost a lot of weight, and they were like melted packets of butter, and
Right.
I just didn't like the way they looked.
Melted packets of butter.
Yeah, actually, it's not mine. A friend of mine told me that one, but I thought it was accurate.
Double A, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Howard? Hey, Stephanie, I want to ask you a question. The real reason why Stone Cold left is because you used a strap-on on him, and he was, embarrassed.
Did you use a strap-on Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know what Steve's into off camera,
Right.
but certainly we did not use a strap-on.
You never got into bed with him and used a strap-on?
I didn't.
No.
You know.
All right. Let's go to Johnny. Johnny, go ahead. You're on with Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Johnny?
I'm all right. Listen, does the name Paul ring a bell at all to you?
Paul? Why would that ring a bell to her?
Now, a buddy of mine, Paul, used to sleep with Stephanie and said that she loved to be tied up and loved anal. Big time.
Stephanie, that's a heavy accusation.
It
Even
is.
Dave Chappelle is shocked, and he's done it all.
Wow. That's all I can
Howard,
say.
that's the truth, man. A good buddy of mine.
What girl doesn't like that?
Howard.
Is it true you like anal?
Oh, love it.
You do?
Can't get enough.
All right, so this guy's...
No. I'm open to try anything really, but
Has Triple H tried to give you anal?
I'm sure he'd like to.
He'd like to, but you won't go there.
I probably will at some point.
If Triple H got you hot enough, you would go there. So you're saying Triple H is that... Robin explains to me that women will only do anal when they're very, very hot.
Wait, hang on. Is this the farting or the queefing?
That's farting.
Howard, I'm telling you that's 100% true, Howard.
According to
I would
your
never
buddy.
make up a lie
So
like
you
that.
have tried anal with a guy named Paul?
No, Triple H is actually the first Paul I've ever dated. That's how I know that's not true.
Okay, and what about being tied up in bed? Do you like bondage?
Only tried it one time, and actually it was completely unsuccessful. I'm sure if it was done the right way, maybe I would like it.
All
But
right, okay.
I'd have done it and
Howard,
stole that
you
watch.
tell me I'm full of nonsense?
She's saying that you're not telling the truth. She never dated another guy. Paul, what can I tell you?
Maybe your buddy's bragging.
Hey, listen, I understand. I understand. I know how it goes.
I have the feeling she has experimented.
I understand.
I feel I feel she's experimented with anal. I think she's being honest.
Experimented.
Have you experimented with it at all?
I would be willing to.
You would be willing to She's saying she'd be willing to experiment.
Howard, what do you think the chances of me coming down to the studio and getting a shot at anal with her?
Right
Is
now?
that at all in the works?
Right now, yes, absolutely, very good. I'm sure she'd dump Triple H for you.
Everything's in play.
Well, let me ask the question: would you give this guy anal if he came down to the studio?
Is there a shot?
Would I give him anal?
Yes.
I don't know. I still got the strap on I used on Steve Austin, so
She'd
yeah.
give you anal.
Give me anal?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Howard, hold on, man.
So you and Triple H fall in love. Does it take him a long time to get into your pants? Does he really have to prove himself to you before you give it up, or do you just get crazy right away?
Well, it took us a long time to get together.
Right. You got
So
together that
when we
first time.
finally did get together,
Was it good?
it was great.
He bangs you very good.
Oh, yeah.
Hard.
When I like it hard.
Yeah. Sometimes soft.
Right.
You like it hard and soft?
I like the variation.
You do.
Yeah. You got to mix it up. You
Is
can't
he the
just
best
be-
sex you ever had?
Definitely.
Ever had sex with a woman?
I've not had sex with a woman, but I've had a woman come on to me before. Actually, at our last pay-per-view, I almost had HLA.
What's that?
Hot lesbian action.
Oh, really?
Yep, see, my guys lost a match, and I lost the bet, so I was in the ring, and these two hot chicks, one was in front of me, one was behind me. Actually, one of them does that Playboy night show,
Right.
night call show.
Yes.
So, they were starting to kiss me and rubbing my arms and rubbing my legs and,
Did you
all
like
that
it?
kind of stuff. Yeah, I kind of liked it.
You ever go to strip clubs?
I've been to a strip club.
You ever think about like maybe getting on with another chick and bringing a chick home to Triple H
I'm sure he'd love that, but I don't know if I could handle seeing him.
with another girl?
Right.
What about you and her get it on and he just watches, sits in the corner and pleasures himself?
I think this is a chick thing, but
Yeah.
to me, it's like then he's getting off on her too. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get there one day. I'm just not there right now.
Triple H shave his legs?
Yeah, he shaves his body.
Do you watch him shave his body?
Do you have to help him?
Is it a ritual?
I don't have to help him. He's actually pretty good at it.
He
But
doesn't shave his pubes, does he?
no, but he's
blonde, right?
he's groomed.
He trims them down.
Yeah.
Are you totally shaved?
I
I think you are. You are. You have no hair down there.
No.
I knew it. I knew it.
Except when I've gone a couple days. And
Right. I love that
Do
look.
you wax or do you...
No, I don't wax. I hate waxing. I tried waxing. It's very painful.
Dave Chappelle, your wife totally shaved?
No, that's a secret, man.
Secret.
That's a secret.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? Someone's going to find out and something's going to happen?
No, man, I can't be talking about
Let us tell you what it is, because we know.
my son. My son came out of there. I can't be talking about.
All right. Well, get all difficult.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. She might freak out. I gotta live with this woman. I can't be talking about her vagina on the radio.
I'm talking about myself. It's okay, right?
Yeah, but it's different. I mean, you got billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You hear, you can just say, "Hey, I got."
Well, his wife is Asian. She's probably hairless anyway.
I mean, yeah, but no, she's saying she got hairless vagina. It's easy for her to say. She's here to say it.
Yeah, right. You got to get
But
your
in
wife.
If your wife were here and
Yeah, she
she
could
said
admit
it,
it.
then it's fine.
But yeah, if she said it, that's on her. But like, you know what I'm saying? Triple H was on the radio. Hey, I ain't got no hair on my. Everybody's fine.
Well, if he's talking about himself, yeah.
Triple H has no hair on his balls?
No, I didn't.
And I'm saying if he's.
But is that true?
I've not.
What does he
I
do?
don't think he's particularly hairy.
Does he nair or?
No, I don't think he does
There's
anything
no
there.
way
I just
to
don't think there's a
de-hair
lot
you.
of.
When you run your hands over his chest, do you feel the stubble and stuff?
He doesn't have a lot of hair to begin with.
I see.
But
I see.
I like chest hair, but he doesn't have any.
All right. So you two have
But
never had...
not that I don't like him, the way he is.
Right. And Triple H and you have sex, what, 3 times a week?
Well, when we see each other.
Right. That much.
Well, I don't even count.
You seem very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And believe me, you're a catch of the century. Absolutely.
I don't think you should marry so easily. I think you should make him work hard.
Well, we're nowhere near that, so.
Right. What kind of panties do you wear? Thong?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You know, she's really down to earth. I gotta say, I'm impressed by this.
Yes, me too.
For a billionaire, she's really...
Yeah, I've never met somebody.
You gotta qualify it, right, Rob?
There's somebody rich who's down to earth and talks about shaving and panties and
She's very articulate for someone who went to the Greenwich private school.
Did you go with famous kids to the Greenwich private school?
Greenwich
I don't
Country
really
Day.
remember any famous kids, except they all looked down on me because I was wrestling.
I was going to say, is that a little problem, that you're looked down upon because of where your money comes from?
It just makes me,
Who
want to
cares?
fight, really.
Money's money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
we got our billions, honestly.
the really wealthy
you didn't.
who never had to work and don't know where their money came from.
All right, there it is. Great meeting you, Stephanie.
Very nice to meet you.